Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. Thank you for checking me out. In today's video, we're going to dive right into what you can describe as an ideal wife material for a man. Let's talk about it. If you don't know who I am, I'm Gina Chumesi, your favorite sadness practitioner. We're on this internet street. I try to minimize, should I stay, should I go? If you're in a relationship where you're not really sure if you should continue or if you should jump out, if you run. And I also talk about all things mental health, men's mental health, how to heal from a breakup, not just heal, but how to level up and live a holistic, amazing life after healing. So follow me for more therapy, coaching, all that good stuff. Let's get right into it. I'll come back with my 2 cents. Okay, bye.
Are you ready for marriage?
Yeah.
Are you ready for marriage?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Denise, this girl does not cook. She does not clean.
Yes, I
Please
do. I do cook and clean. I cook and
marriage.
clean on girlfriend level, not on wife level. Okay? When I'm the wife, I will start doing more. Now I'm girlfriend. What do you want me to do? Cook for you every day when I'm doing you're crazy? That is what it means. I cook and clean on the level at which I am, which is a girlfriend.
In our African communities, the perfect wife material, and I might add to that beyond Africa, Ghana, where I'm originally from, Asians might have this touch of that mindset as well, or, Caribbeans, etc. is a doormat, of a woman who is a doormat, who is open and willing to sit there being walked all over, being cheated on, giving peace while he's bringing you chaos is very ideal. Men are lastful, so make sure your hot pot is available on demand. Cook and clean and be silent. You're seen, not heard. This is what is common out there. I'm not talking about the minority of the men who it should be like, but this is the normal.
Ask these men to describe a wife material for you and watch them describe a slave. They will describe a proper slave for you. A wife material is somebody that can cook, that can clean, that can take care of the children, that can take care of the house, that can wash clothes with her hand, that can pound yam, that can do this, that can. It will be long. Because that is what they describe as a wife material. You want her to do all of this, and you still want her to climb bed, and you still expect her that she's supposed to support you financially in the house. Are you not ashamed of yourself? You see some women, immediately they get married, 2 years, they are looking worn out, they are looking old because of stress. Are you not supposed to assist your partner? Are you not supposed to assist her? A wife material is somebody, if you complain now, they'll tell you that our mothers used to do it. Ask your mothers if they were comfortably doing it, or they could not speak out. Thank God for this age and time.
Today I want to tell you how men pick wives. You're a lady there and you've been alone and you wonder, how do men pick wives? And how will I be picked? Okay, here are several ways. Okay, I'm going to give you like 5 or 6 ways. Number 1, we have something called emotional stability and maturity. Are you emotional mature? Because men just don't want to deal with crybabies. One of the things that detests men is a cry lady. And she's always crying and always, she's never stable in her emotions. Maturity. Because this is one of the most attractive thing for men. Men want, because remember, men are logical people. So they want someone who is emotionally stable and mature. Number 2, ambition. How ambitious are you? You think that men are going to love you just because of beauty? No, they look for ambitions. A man needs the drive from you, from his woman. And this ambition will also make the man grow to become what he wants to become. Remember, behind every successful man, there is a woman. So he wants this woman with an ambition, the woman who can push him towards his goals, a woman who knows where she's going. Number 3, someone who puts in the effort. Do you put in the effort, okay, for this relationship? Do you put in the effort? If you don't put in the effort, then, well, the man will say, okay, you're not concentrating on this. You're not really ready about this marriage thing. And how do you put in the effort? By trying to be what we call intentional into this relationship? Are you intentional? Do you want to make it work? Because men, they're also checking and they know this person wants this relationship to work. All right? They know. They understand. They can feel your energy. And if you're lying, well, they will also know. So if you're intentional about getting married, you're intentional about wanting to work out a relationship with him, not all the time that he's chasing you like a cat chasing a mouse. No. Are you intentional about this? He's going to pick you, right? Number 4, independence. Are you independent? Because every man is looking for a virtuous woman, a woman who is independent in herself, independent in thought, independent in finances, independent in how she does her things. It's not someone who is clingy. Have you ever seen this kind of ladies whereby the moment you say hi to her, it's like she's become an orphan? All of a sudden, everything is not working. I don't have gas cooker. I don't have this. I don't have that. It's like you wonder, how are you living without me? How are you living before? Now, men don't like that when it comes to choosing a wife, all right? There's nothing as beautiful as a woman who appreciates her own space and the space of the man that she has. So this is very important. And the final thing, number 5, is affection. Men like affection. One of the main things that men are looking for in a woman is not just to pay bills. It's not just to take care, but also to feel someone is affectionate, all right? Someone who is affectionate, someone who loves, someone who cares, all right? Someone who makes them feel good. Do you make him feel good, or is he always tortured by you? Do you always torture him and make him feel like, why on earth did I even start this relationship? So it is good to appreciate your man. Appreciate, be intentional in the affection that you give, and voila, I tell you, my friend, you're going to be chosen. It doesn't matter how old you are. Some ladies, they say, oh, but I'm already old, I'm already worn out, I'm already changed these things I've told you, these 5 things. And I tell you for sure, you're going to find the next man. It's just a matter of time and you'll be there, married, sealed, and concealed, and relaxing in the arms of the man that you love. So don't keep on pushing on boys. Look for the real men, because real men are looking for exactly this, but boys are just looking for experience. What are you looking for? And if you need more insights, please talk to me. Go to my website, keithmwoki.com. There's a link on my profile bio, and there you can speak to me on WhatsApp, or you can book a session with me directly right there, or as well, you can join our membership group and become a member in our great movement, which you are transforming lives. I want you to be among those who are going to be transformed. God bless you. Have a beautiful time, and see you later.
So this is my second take on the whole, who is the ideal, which woman, how do you describe, or better yet, how do men describe a wife material for them? This is why it's so important. The Bible says a man who finds a good wife finds a good thing. But the fact is, you don't see men lining up, let's say, for example, in church, praying, fasting to find the wives. So if the man, when he finds a wife, finds a good thing, why are we women auditioning, crying, begging, pleading, praying, fasting for one thing only, to be married? Almost like if you're not, your identity is less than somebody who is. But do you know the statistics and the number on the women in marriages who are miserable, on women who are in marriages who are walking on eggshell on the daily, including their children, being traumatized and re-traumatized for these men who are not healed and unwilling to heal. And these women are racking up diseases and going down 6 feet under faster than you could ever count. Nobody has ever been afraid for their own lives being single, but there's a lot of women. If you think I'm lying, go check the statistics, or go watch Dateline, go to watch 48 Hours, go watch all the dark psychology shows and see how many women, and these are real life stories over and over. And I see clients day to day in my practice as a psychiatric nurse practitioner who are seeking shelter, seeking medication for anxiety, panic, and feeling unsafe, who are getting unalive because they're husbands plotting to kill them or have hired somebody to unalive them. Let me not get banned here, to get them unalive, or they feel unsafe or can sense, or they have intuition that they don't feel safe. So before I get into it, I'm just gonna listen to a few of the takes on what other people are saying concerning this, and I'll come back to put my 2 cents in.
Responsibilities. In parentheses, we know what that is. You're looking for someone who can go to school but still have a clean house, pack lunches for the kids but still give up some at night. I mean, you're looking for someone like, this is what a wife is. And you say, well, where is that in the Bible? That's what the Proverbs 31 woman was.
Yeah.
If you read Proverbs 31, it says, verse 10 says, who can find a virtuous and capable wife? She's more precious than rubies. Her husband can trust in her. So you want to find somebody you can trust. She will greatly enrich his life, not tear his life up.
I love it.
She brings him good, not harm, all the days of his life. That's a woman that can bring me good to my life, not harm. The wife's job is to bring good to the man, all right? She finds wool and flax and busily spins them. She's like a merchant's ships bringing her food from afar. She makes sure her family is fed. That's not chauvinistic. That's not old school. That's like, doggone, go to Chick-fil-A at least. You can't cook. Take some classes. Do something. Don't let us walk around here hungry and horny. I should do a podcast where men are quitting on life because they're hungry and horny.
Yes.
Like, if you just give him a sandwich and some sex, he would be okay.
I'm telling you.
God.
That could have a point, but there are a lot of men. What's common out here, there are women who have dedicated themselves. They cook great, they clean great, they do. When you're doing all this for the wrong man, they're still not going to appreciate it. That's what you got to know. You can sit there, I see you crying, sliding down the walls. You know you have cooked, you have cleaned, you have done the laundry. He's not doing the hard labor, the heavy labor, the mental labor of doing home. You're taking the kids to activities, appointment, PTA meetings. You're also paying half the bill. You're doing it all. And this man, if they're wired psychologically, or there's something that's off, or their brain chemistry has really been changed by whatever trauma they endured in childhood, or they have mother wound and or father wounds. But a lot of time, a lot of these men have mother wounds, because if they didn't get that attachment that they need to have as children from their mother, having that consistent presence, not just presence physically but emotionally, dealing with them from a hard place. A lot of these men are wounded, they've been neglected, they have a lot of ache, they have a big gaping hole in their heart, and you're dealing with such men, and you have the proverbial ability to cook, clean, do all the things, including hot turtle, giving up whatever is needed, give up the hot pot. You can do all that, but if it's with the wrong man, an unhealed man, a man who's really misogynistic, entitled, narcissistic, abusive, and not wanting to look at themselves, and like I said, brain chemistry is changed, so they're never gonna be able to rationalize things, or they are super immature, or they just lack the bandwidth or the capacity or the scale to do relationship and do relation, because that's what they've seen their uncles, their friends, their grandfathers, all of that stuff do, and they think that's the layout to prove their masculinity. And if you do anything that's different from what they expect, including you doing all that, and yet they will be open to just going out, cheating, or going places with you, rather hang out with the boys than hang out with you, and they have that mindset. What he said is so true, but if you're doing it for the wrong man, who literally does not like your existence, does hate your existence, and it's not in there like that with you, and you see the signs, and you're not running, and they think you have such low self-esteem, and you will stay despite how they are mistreating you, and you're seeing that they're mistreating you, you're begging, you're pleading, you're telling them, you're bringing people in therapy, pastor, blah blah blah, and they're still not changing. It's up to you, lady, to make that choice and run, because you can do all those good girl stuff, especially my hyper religious Christian, African, Ghanaian woman. You're doing all this for a man who is still neglecting you, abusing you. You're constantly feeling like you're wrinkled up. You should glow and look beautiful and feel like you've been taken care of by a man. But when the opposite is the truth, then you're in the wrong space. Because if you do all that for the wrong man, then you're in the wrong space. That's where you're like, should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Let me help you make that span of time where in that limbo and feeling stuck of should I stay? Should I go? A bit shorter. Okay. So hit me up. Let's talk, girl. All right. Bye. Love you.
3 weird habits that have men see you as wife material. You won't believe number 3. These are 3 shocking habits that tap into your feminine superpower that will make him see you as the one. No games needed. Hey, it's Brett Parker, and for the past 13 years, I've been helping smart, independent women attract their ideal match and create thriving relationships. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to jump right into it. Number 1 is the feminine surrender. This is where you let him take control, even though you may know a better way. I've said it many times. You have to open the door for a man and let him step into his masculine energy. When you do that time and time again, he sees you as the woman that he trusts to be with him. By surrendering control, you actually gain more influence and deepen his attraction. Number 2, and this may be tough for you, the radical acceptance. This is where you accept all of his flaws instead of trying to change them. True love is about acceptance, not judgment. If you notice a flaw, accept it, don't judge it. This creates a safe space for deep connection and vulnerability, not just for him, but for you too. And number 3, you're gonna like this one. It's the brutal honesty habit. This is where you call out his bullshit and his potential to his face. Men crave a woman who not only sees the best in them, but demands it. You have to point out when he's not living up to his potential and then celebrate when he does. Not only will he rise to meet your expectations, but he will deeply value your perspective. Remember, being wife material isn't about being perfect or playing games. It's about embracing your feminine energy, speaking your truth, and creating genuine connection. So, I want to know, which of these habits do you think will challenge you the most? Leave your comments below. Hope this helps.
What do men really want in a woman? Well, broke men want breadwinners. Immature men want mothers. Lazy men want servants. Abusive men want doormats. Controlling men want puppets. And narcissistic men want worshippers. But good men, they want partners. Hardworking men want supporters. And confident men want equals. So remember, the men that you choose to entertain say a lot about the woman that you are.
All right, queens, you guys have been asking for this one. 5 traits that all men want in their woman. Here we go. Number 1, physical attraction. If you want to know one thing about men, it's this. They are absolutely visual creatures. I cannot stress that enough. A man of quality is going to want a woman who takes pride in her physical appearance. She doesn't necessarily have to be the most beautiful woman in the room, but she is going to be a woman that understands the importance of how she presents herself to the world. Number 2, cooperation. And this one is so simple. If you want a man that's a natural leader, you're going to have to know how to cooperate. He's going to want to see if you can be a partner, if you can be a team player. He's not going to want to fight with you over every single little thing. If you are stubborn, combative, closed-minded, and negative, a man of quality is going to find that extremely unattractive. A lot of us women get into the bad habit of making everything a battle. And if you want a man who is high quality, he is going to have way bigger things on his mind, like running your family in the right direction. He's not going to want to argue with you over what you are going to have for dinner. Number 3, to feel wanted. Don't get me wrong. He wants you to be fully yoked. He wants you to have a life. He wants you to have all of those things. And you can be independent. You can be a boss woman, but just make sure that you're operating in that feminine energy that makes a man feel wanted. He's going to love the fact that you have passions and interests in a life outside of him. But you have to remember that a man's natural state is to be a provider and to be a protector. And he's going to want a woman that makes him feel like he has room to do that in her life. Number 4, and y'all are not going to like this one. Accountability. Yeah. Harsh truth. We don't have any problem telling a man the 152 ways that they are wrong. But when the tables turn and it's our turn to be accountable, a high-quality man is going to want to see that you know how to do that. Can you apologize? Can you hold yourself accountable? For some reason, for us women, it's so hard to acknowledge when we're wrong and to say that we're sorry. But a high quality man is going to want to see that you can do that. It goes back to being a good partner. And number 5, last but not least, I hint at this one all the time, so I'm going to speak on it now: feminine energy. I know for some reason whenever people talk about masculine energy versus feminine energy, it gets so controversial, and I really don't understand why that is. It's honestly very simple. Your grace, your class, your poise, your confidence, your nurturing, compassionate energy. If he's really looking for a wife, he's going to want to see a woman who can bring the qualities to the relationship that he naturally as a man cannot. Now here's the thing, and this message goes to men and women. It is not fair to go out into the dating market with a full list of all of the things that you need in a partner when you don't really know the first thing about what your partner is going to need from you. Relationships are a two-way street. And if you want to find and build a relationship that lasts the test of time, you're going to have to care about your partner's happiness and their needs just as much as your own.
So what's the number one thing that makes a man think that you are wife material? And the answer is, can you cook? Just kidding. It's not that. And it's also not how attractive you are physically. So your looks is not going to make him think, oh, I got to marry this woman. The main factor when considering wife material is she supportive and nurturing? And even respect also goes along with this. Yeah, a man wants to feel nurtured just like a woman wants to feel safe in his presence. But the problem that I see with this is that most modern men in today's world, they do not create a safe space for a woman to lean into her feminine energy. So for men listening to this, you need to learn how to be able to let her tap into her feminine energy around you, which will allow her to also be nurturing and supportive and loving and sensual and all the things that we crave. But if you're not stepping up, then you cannot expect that from her. So share this video to somebody that you know that needs to hear this.